Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater, and man, the Clone Wars are back, baby. The back. Final season just began a couple days ago. I finally got a chance to sit down to actually watch the episode, mostly because I was trying to finish up watching the all of season 5. I had pushed it a little bit too far. I thought I had more time to go through it, so I wanted to delay the watching of the first episode of season 7 in order to finish up season 5. I am going to get to season 6 this week, but I felt season 5 was a good stopping place because from what I saw in the trailer for season 7, it pretty much is just continuing off of those events. But I still think season 6 is something that I need to watch because it's going to be cool to see more of the clones. I like the clones quite a bit. I like D. Bradley Baker. He brought a lot to the table throughout the entire 6 seasons. He gave each clone, which looked in many cases indistinguishable from one another, entirely different personalities, and it worked out really, really, really well. And the fact that this episode is really all about the clones is awesome in my mind, because what we get to see is Clone Force 99, which is the group of clones with desirable mutations. They're considered like deformities, and they call themselves 99 after number 99, which was a deformed clone that we met early on. I think it's season 1. He was a maintenance clone back on Kamino who ultimately ended up sacrificing himself when the droids attacked, and Clone Force 99 was named in his honor, which I thought was really cool because they did develop 99's personality. They developed the character a little bit during the show, which again, D. Bradley Baker really brought that to the table. So that was pretty cool. But this time around, we're getting something here that's going to be really fascinating because in the chronological watch order, which is what I recommend you watch the show with, the first episode they want you to watch is season 2, episode 16, where it's Anakin and Obi-Wan versus a separatist general named General Trench. And Trench is actually like a spider. He's a hulking spider. It's awesome, like a tarantula, right? Sort of thing. And ultimately, he's a good tactician, but ultimately Anakin ends up defeating him, and we're left to think that he died after that one episode. Well, it turns out that mofo is back, and that is some wild, wild stuff, because I was not expecting Trench to show up, and I'm like, oh, damn, they are definitely bringing that full circle. But what we're finding out now is that the droids have been able to adopt a pattern of attack that allows, that basically counters what the clones are doing, and that it's old patterns, it's old plays that the clones had, that the droids are able to kind of mimic and counter, and that's causing a bit of a problem. And at this point in the war, it's been going on for so long that the general population is starting to push against it. They don't want it anymore. They're tired of the Clone Wars. They're tired of this nonstop ongoing battle for years. They want it to end. So at this point, they got to start kind of ramping things up. Little do they know what's on the horizon. We all know what's on the horizon, but they don't know what's on the horizon. And so basically Rex and Cody go with the Bad Batch in order to figure out what the hell is going on and try to stop the Separatists using kind of, unorthodox tactics, which would be the Clone Force 99. And so what I like about Clone Force 99 is that it gave us, diverse characters. I should say diverse in the sense of just different personalities. You've got you got Hunter, who is more of a tracker. You got Crosshair, who is a sniper. You've got Tex, who is the techie guy. I think his name is Tech. I think it was Tech or Kick. Was it Kick? Tech? Kick? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But they all have different personalities, and it kind of felt to me like a bit of a take on Republic Commando, that old video game that they need to re-release because it was freaking cool. They need to remaster that. They need to release it and let people play it, because I think people would really, 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 really like it. Anyway, that's what it felt like to me. And they take off, and we get this episode is kind of just getting us back into it, right? Introducing us to new clones, and going from there. Now, at the end of the episode, what was crazy was Rex kind of had a hunch, right? And Rex is my favorite clone, but Rex had a hunch where he's like looking at how the patterns that the droids are using seem familiar, right? Like it's old school, but it's like he thinks it's something to do with Echo. And Echo died early on in the show, so we thought that he died early on in the show, but it turns out that he actually has been captured by Trench, and somehow was able to provide them with all of this old data that came from when they were in the academy training to become ARC troopers from back in season 1. Again, when you watch the chronological order, learning about the Fives is one of actually the first arcs that you get to join or go through in the show. And again, getting to know all those guys was pretty cool. And a lot of them just kind of, they die. I mean, a lot of them die, and they die kind of just randomly. Like, oh my God, oh my God, they took out this one. I don't want to spoil it for you. And so now Rex is kind of, his hunch has been confirmed. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with this particular group, the Bad Batch, and how they're going to fight back against the Separatists, and how they're obviously going to mount our mission to go in to find out what happened to Echo. Now, what I'm kind of reminded of is the one part in the Halo video game where the one captain was taken hostage by the Flood, and he was he was used in order to like plan out, right, to get all the information. Commander Keyes, when Commander Keyes died, it's kind of the same thing. It's very similar, right? There's some crossover there, but it was a cool part in the game, and I think it's gonna be a cool part here because we're gonna find Echo at some point in time, and he's gonna be looking probably like some kind of Borg or something. So there's gonna be that. But I was impressed with the episode. I've been on this, big Clone Wars kick for the last couple days, so it wasn't like, it didn't feel like any real time had passed, to be honest with you. Except I did notice that the animation was a lot cleaner. It's kind of funny going back and looking at the animation from 2008, looking at the animation from 2020, and seeing how different it is. It's actually a little bit more cell shaded this time around, and looking a bit more like Star Wars Resistance. It looks better than Rebels, but it looks a little bit like Star Wars Resistance, but just better. It's a weird thing. Anyway, can't wait to see what happens next week. This is kind of just like a rambly review because this is a 21-minute episode, so it's like, how much time is there? But a lot of people really like it. A lot of people have been talking about it, and I think this is going to give us an excellent finale. And at this point now, I'm just really waiting for the Ahsoka story to pick up. Where has she been during this time? Are we going to get more Ventress? Is Ventress going to come back into play? What's going to go on with Mandalore and Darth Maul? Are we going to get anything involving Emperor and Maul and Crimson Dawn, and like setting everything up for what we saw in Solo? I'm assuming we're probably going to. So there's a lot going on, but they've only got 11 more episodes to lay it all out. And I'm really wondering if they're going to be able to pull it off, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, what do you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm curious to know your thoughts and your opinions on this one. I will talk to you guys all later. Have yourself a great day. Thank you for watching, and peace out.